Hello, this is Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your Eastern Idaho planning briefing for Thursday, February 6th. A lot to talk about once again this morning. We're expecting nearly continuous snow to continue through at least Friday morning for much of the eastern highlands, the northern Snake Plain, the South Hills, and also the Sawtooths. We'll show you that on a forecast radar in a map form here in a bit. Pockets of freezing drizzle and freezing rain have been occurring on the edge of the snow. So basically from American Falls through Aberdeen, Pocatello, Blackfoot, and even just getting into Idaho Falls. That'll likely continue through the morning, but fortunately by this afternoon, temperatures should warm above freezing. And then after the snow ends, there's another chance for some freezing drizzle over the northern Snake Plain late Friday and into early Saturday morning. And the other issue today, winds will be gradually increasing, especially across the eastern Magic Valley, southern Snake Plain, and then increasing for most areas by the time we get into this afternoon. And that'll likely lead to some blowing and drifting snow concerns, especially if the snow where you are doesn't have a crust on the top of it. Taking a look at the satellite picture this morning, see this high pressure remains anchored over the eastern Pacific. And around that area of high pressure, moisture extends from the tropics all the way through the Alaskan Panhandle and down into our area, as you can see here by these whites, blues, and greens. And we'll be stuck in this pattern through Friday. Let's take a look at your weather impact overview matrix. So a lot going on here, continuing with the moderate impacts, occasionally high impacts, especially once the wind picks up this afternoon. So again, looking at the continuation of that freezing drizzle, freezing rain this morning across the Snake Plain. Snow farther north of Idaho Falls towards Ashton. And then the blowing snow concerns increase as we go through the day. For tomorrow across the Snake Plain, it'll still be windy. Temperatures will be warmer, so that may limit the blowing and drifting snow potential somewhat. But there'll likely still be some blowing and drifting snow out there. And then turning colder on Saturday and continued breezy. Across the eastern Magic Valley, we have a wind advisory in effect there. So the main concern there will be the wind today, tomorrow, and then turning colder Saturday. Across the South Hills, there's been some patchy freezing drizzle and freezing rain down there as well. But it looks like it's been mostly snow. And that should continue to be the case today, tomorrow, with maybe still some patchy freezing drizzle from time to time. Some additional snow showers work into the South Hills on Saturday, and some blowing and drifting continues. And same for the Southeast Highlands, just continuing that snow and blowing snow through Friday. There should be a break late Friday, early Saturday, and then some additional snow showers on Saturday. Same goes for the Eastern Highlands as well. Getting into the Lost River and Wood River area, most of the valleys today and tomorrow will continue to be dry, but we'll continue to see snow and wind in the mountains. There will be a chance for some valley snow showers for those areas on Saturday as a cold front moves through. Sawtooths will continue to see the snow and the wind today and tomorrow. More of a snow shower type of a situation for Saturday, but continued windy and turning colder. And then finally, the South Lemhi area, very similar with mostly the mountain snow. Notice by the time we get into Sunday, we have some gray, so we'll be getting a break, and that break will continue through Monday. A quick look at it graphically with the Winter Storm Severity Index showing the moderate to high impacts. Fremont, Teton, eastern Madison, eastern Bonneville, eastern Caribou County, and down into Bear Lake, and higher portions of Franklin County, and the higher elevations across Custer County too due to snow and blowing snow. Let's take a look at the forecast radar now. We'll let this come back to this morning, and here it is. So areas in blue expected to continue to see snow showers. There could be a brief break from time to time across the southern half of the East Highlands here, but predominantly snow showers will continue in many of these same areas into tomorrow morning. We'll let this loop go through one more time. So tonight you can see the snow showers continuing. Friday morning, see the snow showers continuing, and then it does begin to diminish somewhat by the time we get into Friday afternoon, and perhaps even a break Friday night. And extending out Friday night, here we can see that short-lived break, but you see the snow showers come back into the Central Mountains, Island Park area Saturday morning, and those snow showers favoring the mountain areas through the day on Saturday. Can't rule out some snow showers across the Snake Plain either. Maybe even some rain showers initially, changing to snow showers, but it looks like the heaviest snow showers should be in the mountains. How much snow for the rest of today? Well, it looks like this, again favoring the higher terrain areas. These areas here in the light blue is where we'll continue to see some potential for freezing rain and drizzle along the Snake Plain this morning. Expected snowfall for tonight, continuing across the Sawtooths and Island Park area. All of these eastern highland areas that we call them, east of I-15, approaching the Wyoming border. Tapering off somewhat for the South Hills, but higher elevations down there. We'll continue to see snow showers tonight. Finally seeing some lighter accumulations on Friday, but even though the snow will be winding down, the wind will be picking up. And finally tomorrow night, very little in the way of additional snow accumulation. But Saturday, snow accumulation looks like this with that cold front that'll be dropping south through the area. Taking a look at your forecast wind gusts for this morning, 30 to 40 mile per hour range. Westerly winds expected here in the oranges. We're already seeing some wind gusts over 50 miles per hour at Yale and Malta and Idaho. Those will only strengthen through the day today. Notice, though, across the northern Snake Plain, winds still fairly light here this morning, but those should be picking up somewhat this afternoon. And notice how the stronger winds gradually spread north and east across the Snake Plain and eastern highlands as we go into the afternoon and into the night. And by the time we get into tonight, expecting wind gusts of 35 to 45 miles per hour, maybe even 50 miles per hour in the red areas here. And for the mid and upper slopes across the Central Mountains, wind gusts above pass level, getting over 60 miles per hour, and most likely the similar wind speeds for Idaho, Yale, Malta, and the traditionally windy area down there. The winds continue tomorrow afternoon. They drop a few miles per hour, but they do continue to blow, and then gradually winding those winds down into tomorrow evening. Saturday morning, they do pick up again, a few increase by a few miles per hour ahead of the cold front. And by Saturday morning, we've got wind gusts forecast again in the 35 to 45 miles per hour range in the oranges and reds out of the west and southwest. And then winds should gradually diminish Saturday night, and into Sunday, we turn the winds to the north behind the cold front and decrease the wind speed. So finally, by Sunday night, winds fairly light across the area. Finally, taking a look at temperatures, they'll be inching warmer with the approach of the wind. So getting above freezing in these darker green colors this afternoon. Tomorrow we'll tack a few degrees more to the high temperatures. Saturday, starting off warm initially, but the cold front will be moving through during the day, and that drops temperatures for highs on Sunday to below freezing for most areas. Similar trend for low temperatures. We're warming them up tomorrow morning. Saturday morning, still mild ahead of the cold front, but dropping several degrees. Sunday morning behind the cold front. Finally, recapping, nearly continuous snow will continue in the upper Snake Highlands, the eastern highlands, and the South Hills through Friday morning. Those pockets of freezing drizzle and freezing rain likely lingering from American Falls to Pocatello to Blackfoot this morning. But temperatures should warm above freezing this afternoon. We've seen some ice on the trees and power lines and elevated and untreated surfaces this morning here at our office. So it's certainly slick out there in spots. And then another issue will be the winds gradually increasing, peaking tonight, but winds do continue through Saturday with the cold front. Winds don't finally settle down all areas really until Sunday. That concludes the briefing for this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, we welcome those to the phone number, email address, social media accounts that you see here. Otherwise, we'll see you here again Friday. Thank you.